So this is an Elddis Breeze 302. It's going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. The hitch up procedure, jockey wheel and handbrake will take you through in person here on site. Front of the caravan, you've got your gas pipe work going to the gas regulator up on the bulkhead. It's a reverse thread fitment that goes into the bottle, and we do recommend using the red propane bottles on all vans. On each side of the van at the front, you've got your wind down legs to stabilise the caravan. They're not for lifting the van, they are just for stabilising. And if you did lift the caravan with the legs, it could potentially damage the floor of the caravan. If you're igniting the gas systems inside the van, you'll need to remove this cover. It's essentially an exhaust for the gas itself, or gas systems itself. You've then got your water pump connection that drops into the aqua roll. Remove the pump by pulling it out and push the pump into place to get the pump to run. The pipe work or the pump itself actually sits inside the aqua roll. You've then got your fridge vents on the side of the van, so the fridge vents are here to let the hot air out the side of the fridge unit and take cool air in, and the bottom one will actually have a gas flue behind it also. The wheels and motor mover will tighten the wheel, we'll torque the wheel nuts while you're here on site so you can see they've been done correctly, and then we'll demonstrate the motor mover while you're here also. The little cupboard here is actually access to the washroom area, so you can put bits and pieces in there when you are travelling down the road. You've got your toilet locker on the back here, toilet flush or toilet cassette locker. Open up the locker, pull the yellow handle up at the bottom, remove the cassette, and this neck here turns out to allow you to tip the waste away. There's an orange pressure relief button on the back to let the pressure out of the cassette while it's been tipped away. And before you use this cassette, you put 1 litre of water in and a cap full of the blue fluid. You've got your flush tank here, so you need to fill this flush tank with 3.5 litres of water prior to using the toilet system, and a cap full of the pink fluid. On the rear of the van, on either side, you've got your wind down legs to stabilise the caravan. And again, you wouldn't lift the van with these, they are just there for stabilising. You've then got your grey waste pipes coming out the rear of the van, so your waste water that goes through the sink and the shower, etc. will come out the back of the van here. On the front of the van, on the door side, you've actually got the battery locker with your battery connections and your mains power lead coming into the side of the van itself. As you can see, we're now on the inside of the caravan. First thing you need to do is turn on the master power switch just by the door here. You've got your internal lights and your awning light for the outside of the van. Battery voltmeter at the top to tell you what's in the battery on board the van. Water pump run, I'm going to come back to in a second, but first of all I'll show you where the drain down valves are for the water system on board the van. So down underneath the seat at the front of the caravan, or underneath in this cupboard at the side here, no, in the front, sorry, you'll actually find the water system itself. Now down the side of that water tank, you'll actually see a yellow drain down valve. You can just about see it there in the video, just about here. To fill the water system, that valve's going to need to be parallel with the floor. And to drain the system, it's going to need to be upright, pointing towards the bottom of the seat. So to fill it, like I said, parallel with the floor. We're going to then go over to each tap on board the caravan. Open them all up on the hot side. As you'll see, I've already filled the water system up. We'll open all the taps on the hot side, the sink in the kitchen, sink in the bathroom, and the sink on the shower also. So you open all them up on the hot side, and then you'll come over to your water pump switch. I'm just going to turn these off because the system's already full. But you'll come over to your water pump switch with all the taps open and turn on the water pump. Once the water system's full, you'll have water coming out of every tap continuously on board the caravan, and at that point you can shut all of the taps off. Once you've got the water system filled, you can think about warming the water on board the caravan. So to warm the water on electric, very simple to do. Down here on the floor, at the front of the van, you'll see an electric water heater switch. So turn that switch on, and that will allow the water system to warm up on electric. If you want to warm the water system up on gas, it's a preset temperature on the electric, I should say, of around 35 to 40 degrees. If you want to warm the the water system up on gas, which is on this control here, which says Ultra Store above it, you'd need to twist the grey dial on the outside to the gas symbol here. The green light will appear in the back here to let you know it's trying to ignite. If it failed to ignite, you'd have a red light appear next to it, and the green light is essentially your pilot light to let you know it has ignited. So just as you can see there at the moment, because there's no gas on board the van, it's actually come up red and green, which means it's failed to ignite. The green light on its own, like I said, is your pilot light for the gas system on the water heating. You can control the temperature on gas between 30 and 70 degrees of water temperature. If you're using electric to power, or you're using electric to heat the water system, if you do decide to shower on board the van, you will need to make sure that you boost the water system for showering with the gas system, and I'd advise you set it to around 60 degrees so it boosts the water hotter than what the electric system can. So that's your heating and hot water system, sorry. Up here on the wall we have the electric water heater option, so you've got the electric heating option, so you need to make sure this switch is turned on. And then on the dial at the top here, you can control whether you have 500, 1000 or 2000 watts of power coming into the caravan for the heating system. So you can see 1, 2 and 3 down the side of here, 500, 1000 and 2000. For instance, here on site we can run on 500 watts, so we're going to select 500 here, and you control the heat temperature of the heater on this dial on the right hand side. If you want to run the blown air fans, you can do that by setting blown air on here. Then again, you can control the heater temperature on the dial on the right hand side. If you want to use the heater on gas, you'll need to spin the dial around here. The system will self-ignite on gas, and at the top here you've got a green pilot light. And on the right hand side here you've got a red fail light to let you know if the gas system failed to ignite on board the van. To turn it back off, you'd spin it back round to the off position just here, and that would allow you to turn the heating off completely. If you turn down the heat as well, when you've got it turned on the fan, it will actually blow a bit of cool air through the van. It's not air conditioning, but it will blow some cool air through. Next up, we've got the fridge system. Fridge is very simple to use in this van. You've got the option to run gas, so you put the dial to the gas option here, press in the gas valve just here, and hit the igniter at the same time. So you'd have to hold in the gas valve while you're pressing the igniter. When it does ignite on gas, the little red line here at the bottom of the screen will come round into the green to let you know it has ignited. You'll continue to hold the gas valve when it has ignited for around 5 to 10 seconds, then slowly release the gas valve. And the idea of holding it in is it allows the thermocouple to warm up before you release it. On gas, you control the temperature on this side, and you'd also control it on the mains power on the right hand side as well. 240 mains, very simple to do. If you connect it to mains power, you'll spin the switch around to the mains plug, then again control the temperature on the right hand side. If you're towing down the road and you want to use the fridge as a cool box, once you're connected to your car, you can come inside the van, turn the switch to the 12 volt battery symbol here, and it'll allow the fridge to run as a cool box while you're travelling down the road. It won't freeze up the freezer compartment or completely chill the fridge. It will completely make the fridge cold. It will just chill the fridge. If you want to turn the fridge off, you spin it back round to the off position just here. Cooker works very much like your household cooker. An igniter on the front, as you'd expect to see, and gas controls down the side and on the front of the oven. So it's a wet washroom on this particular caravan, so as you can see the shower tray, etc., and the shower head in there. I've just put the shower head down while we filled the water system up to make it a little bit easier. The toilet system has actually got a pump flush in it, so you'd actually pump the toilet up, pump flush up and down to flush the toilet. You've got a toilet full indicator light on the right hand side of the toilet itself. The grey waste handle here, you'd need to push across to allow the toilet waste in the cassette underneath the van. And when you finish using the loo, we do advise you shut it back off. The toilet does turn for your convenience, as you can see, to make life a little bit easier. However, when you are emptying the waste cassette from underneath the van, you need to make sure the toilet seat is pointing straight back across the van towards the wall opposite. That is the Elddis Breeze 302. If you have any further questions on the caravan, please don't hesitate to give me a call here at the Caravan Company, and I'll be more than happy to help. We appreciate the business, and we look forward to seeing you here on site soon. Bye for now.